Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about dividing fractions by a fraction. So just a reminder that we know that a word problem is asking us to divide if we read where things are being grouped, if they're being split, divided or shared equally, if they're being cut, and if it's asking you for a part of the whole. So in this example problem, it says Jennifer and Kira are sharing 2/3 of a candy bar equally. How much of the candy bar will each person get? So first thing I need to do is decide, what is this problem asking? Like, what information, what quantities are given, and what is it asking me to do? So I know that Jennifer and Kira have or are sharing just 2/3 of a candy bar. So not the whole candy bar, just 2/3 of it. Excuse me. So I also know that they're going to, be dividing this two ways. So they're sharing it equally. So I could say 2/3 divided by 2, or I could say that each person is trying to get 1/2 of 2/3. It's going to end up looking the same way in our model. So 2/3 divided by 2, or I could say, let me write it down here, 1/2 of 2/3. And you know that that of word indicates multiplication. These are inverse, so that makes sense. So let me grab a different color here, and I'm going to draw our model. So if this was our candy bar, I'm going to break this candy bar into thirds because Jennifer and Kira are sharing 2/3 of it. So 1/3 divided by 1/3 divided by 1/3, and I'm going to go ahead and color 2 out of 3 of these to show how much candy bar we're starting with. Now, 2 people are going to share that candy bar, so I'm going to divide this model into 2 parts, or I could say that's 1/2 and 1/2. And it asks how much each person is going to get, so that's just 1 out of 2, so I'm going to shade just one person's share here, which would be 1 out of 2. And last, I'm going to look at this model and I'm going to determine which parts to the whole have overlapping shading. And that is 2 of the parts to the whole here. So 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 out of 6. So the last step that we're going to take is decide, is this in simplest form? You might see that as lowest terms or reduced fractions. So I need to ask myself, can I divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2, 3, 5, or 7? We'll start here with 2. Yes, I can divide 2 by 2, and I got the quotient of 1. And down here, I can divide 6 by 2 as well. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So my simplified answer, a fraction that is equivalent but in lower terms, is 1/3. So I can go back here and just double check with multiplication if my thinking was correct. I know that of sign gets changed to a multiplication sign. 1 times 2 is 2. And 2 times 3 is 6. And I already simplified that by dividing by 2 to get the, here it was the product of 1/3.